Hey guys, Caleb here with Steve Meyer's Service today to take a look at the Toro 60-inch Timecutter Havoc Edition. So first off, obviously you're going to see that this is a much different color than your typical Toros. I think Toro did a really nice job making this a really sharp, slick unit. It really is going to set itself apart on the showroom floor and, more importantly, to your neighbors, just to let them know that you got a pretty cool lawnmower. Alright, so first off, let's take a look at the Smart Speed Control System. That is this blue lever here. That is going to act as the high, medium, and low gearing for your transmissions. So why this is important: if you're a new operator, what that means is we can put it in the low gear where it currently is at, and that's going to allow you to learn how to operate the machine without it being as fast and as touchy. Then as you get more comfortable, you can put it down in the low gear and really get the full speed of the machine. Keep in mind, you can mow in any of the three positions, so you don't have to mow in one or the other. You can mow in all of them. It's just going to change your transmission speed. As we go to the left here, let me get spun around for you. We're going to look at our height of cut assembly. So this is a real nice and easy to read height of cut assembly. It's going to go from 1.5 up to 4.5 inches, and it's going to go up by the half-inch increment. So in order to change your height of cut, what you're going to do is push forwards on this foot pedal right here. As you're pushing that forwards, you're going to take your magnetic pin out. You're going to place it in whatever hole you'd like for your desired height of cut, and then you're going to put it back in and let your foot go. Then, because that pin is magnetic, you don't have to worry about it popping out while you're mowing your yard, and you don't have to mess with any hitch pins or latches due to it being magnetic. As we come up to the side here, this is going to be your control panel. So you're going to have your throttle, your choke, your key switch, and your blades. In order to start the machine, you want to have that at the full throttle position. You want to pull all the way up on the choke and turn your key over. Once the unit starts, you can go ahead and push the choke back down. Then when you're ready to engage your blade, you want it to be at the full throttle position as well, and pull up on that yellow button, and that's going to engage your blades. Reason we want to start it at full throttle, it is better to get the blades up to full speed, because that's going to give you better lifespan on your deck belt. The faster we can get them engaged and up to speed, the less lugging around that the belt's going to do, and the less slapping around, which could lead to premature wear or knocking it off. Then when you're ready to shut the blades off, just go ahead and push that button back down. With this being a Kohler engine, you can shut it down full throttle, you can shut it down low throttle. That's all a matter of personal opinion. We also have the hour meter right here, so you can keep track of your maintenance intervals, which is a pretty nice feature. Then as we go under the seat, that's going to give us access to our battery. Real nice and easy access. So in order to change it, all you got to do, take off that bungee, undo your two terminals, and you will be all set. In order to release your seat back down, take this little lever right here, push forwards on the seat, lift it up, and then it will come back down. Now, in addition to the 60-inch Timecutter Havoc not only looking cool, it does have some added benefits and features compared to the basic 60-inch Timecutter, and that is going to be the MyRide suspension. So the MyRide is a spring ride platform that lets the operator sit isolated from the machine and let the machine take all the bumps while they get to receive all the comfort. That is adjustable with this blue lever right here. So you can see this is going to be for a softer ride, this is going to be for a firmer ride. Now your MyRide setting is going to be a combination of yard conditions and operator weight, but you can easily pull out, go firmer, or pull out and go softer based on what your personal preference is going to be. So as you're trying it in your yard, we'll probably want to start somewhere in the middle, but you can kind of play with it from there. Obviously, it's pretty easy to adjust, so it's not going to be that hard to find a sweet spot for you. Then as we go back to the engine here, you're going to have your oil dipstick right here. So pull that out. That's going to let you know your level. You have your oil filter right here. Got your fuel filter right here. Spark plugs are pretty easy to find on both sides. And we're going to have your oil drain. In order to change the oil on this unit, all you got to do is have two adjustable wrenches. Put one adjustable wrench on the brass fitting side, the other end on the square cap side. Thread that out, let it drain into a pan, put it back in, and then obviously refill with oil. Then we have your air filter right under this cover. All you do, undo both of those latches. That's going to get you to your air filter. Put it back on and let those latches snap. You're good to go. So they really try and make the maintenance on these engines very nice and easy. Then, if you ever want to push your time cutter, let's say the battery's dead, or it's the winter and you don't want to start it, or it's hard starting, or whatever the reason may be, it is pretty easy to release the transmission so that you can push it. All you got to do, these pins on both sides, you got to push them in and down. Then once both pins are in and down, you do have to keep in mind this has an electronic parking brake on it. So we're going to come up here. We're going to have our key switch. You got to make sure it is turned to the running position. Once it's in the running position, then all you have to do, pull one stick in. That part, you're going to hear an electric noise. That's your parking brake disengaging. Then you can push the unit. Once you're done, just make sure to turn off your key. That way we don't run your battery down. When you're ready to re-engage the transmissions, just pull up and out. And it's that easy. As we go to the left, we're going to have your fuel tank right here. The fuel capacity on this unit is 3 gallons, and you're going to have a see-through on the front right here. So as your fuel level goes up or down, you're going to see it right here in this see-through. What you do not want to do, though, once this gets to the top right here, go ahead and stop filling. If we were to continue to fill past this point, we're actually going to send fuel back into the tank vent, and that's what runs back to the engine. So once it gets here, go ahead and stop filling. Otherwise, too much fuel can cause a poor performance in your engine because we're dumping excess fuel there. I do want to mention though, gas cap, really nice on this. It is a ratcheting gas cap, which means you can't over tighten it, can't crack it, anything like that. So once you hear that clicking, that's how you know it's tight. For the deck, belt covers here, we got 4 3/8 bolts for each belt cover, 1 belt cover to each side. Also got your washout port right here. You will have the fittings supplied to you in your owner's manual. They're pretty easy to find if you were to ever lose it, but the fitting is supplied to you in your owner's manual. You're more than welcome to use that if you would like. This has the washout port on each side. 60-inch decks have 2, 1 on each side. So, all right, guys, that is the 60-inch Timecutter Havoc Edition with the MyRide feature. Thanks for watching.